Hi, it's Graham Taylor here at Hudson Rose. One of the things we're getting asked about a lot at the moment is around deposits. And ultimately, how do you save for a deposit and what sources of deposit are accepted by lenders? So this is a little video to explain some of the things that are out there, touching on some of the government schemes as well, and some of the rules that lenders have around deposits, because believe it or not, as with everything, they do have some rules. So the first thing you want to think about is you can just do classic saving, hard saving, not going out, living off bread and water and squirreling away all your money into a bank account. Ultimately, once you've got that, you've then got your deposit for your house. However, there is a government scheme called the LISA, the Lifetime ISA, which is designed for two things: to either help prepare you for retirement by saving for your retirement, or if you're going to buy your first home. Now, what a LISA does is it's tax-free savings, okay? And it allows you, if you're buying your first home, to save up to £4,000 a year each into a Lifetime ISA. And then each year, the government will give you 25% bonus, so £1,000, so free money, on top of your savings, all right? The bonus gets paid when you buy your first home, okay? It only applies when you've got a property value of up to £450,000 and you're buying that with a mortgage, okay? The brilliant thing about Lifetime ISA, as I said, is that they are individual savings accounts. So if there's two of you buying together, you can both set up your own Lifetime ISA and save each month into that account, and then get the government bonus that way, bring your money together, and you've got more buying power. So Lifetime ISA is free money. They have replaced the old Help to Buy ISA, but they're a really good scheme. Be aware they do count towards your annual ISA limit in any given tax year. So it resets once the tax year starts at the start of April. The other way to do it is gifted deposits. So that's the other way in which people are able to buy houses, because houses are expensive. And a gifted deposit is where a family member, and it is often a family member, is able to gift you the money to be able to use for a deposit. Now, in that instance, a lender's going to want to see probably a letter from the person that's gifting you the money to say, look, we're going to gift my son or daughter or niece or nephew this amount of money to buy a property or buy this property with. We don't have any interest in the property and we don't want the money paying back in any circumstances. The reason they have that letter is because if you didn't then pay the mortgage, okay, and the lender had to come and take possession of the home, and then whilst they're going through that, somebody popped up and said, well, actually, I put £15,000 into that, that could cause a bit of a problem from a legal perspective. And what a lender wants is just to be able to take the property if they have to, and it's always a last resort, without those extra legal wranglings. So they're gifting the money away to do that. Sometimes people ask, is it okay to have money as a loan to buy the property? Many lenders aren't okay with this. There are a few that are, but bear in mind they will then take the loan repayments as a commitment. So it is more of a rare route that you'd have where to have that level of deposit. The final one, and what I've just thought of actually, which is really important to mention, is if you're buying from a family member. All right, so say you're buying your Aunt Joan's house for £150,000, right? And she said, you know what, you're the best niece or nephew that I've ever had, and I'm going to sell you this property that's worth 150 for 130,000. All right. In that instance, what we can do is we can use that sort of £20,000, whatever I just said, I can't remember the numbers, difference in deposit as the difference in the price as a deposit. So it's called a concessionary purchase. So you go to the lender and say, look, Aunt Joan's selling me a house for 150,000. She's going to sell it to me for 130,000. Can I use that £20,000 deposit, even though the cash isn't coming from my pocket? And some lenders are cool with that as well. So that's called a concessionary purchase. That can only happen when you're buying from a family member or your landlord. So if you've got really good terms with a landlord and they want to offload a property quickly and are willing to sell it to you at a knockdown price to get it shifted, then that can count towards your deposit. Quite a lot of info there. LISAs, free money from the government, well worth checking out to do your annual day-to-day or your day-to-day savings into. Gifted deposits, if you've got family members and things that want to help you onto the ladder, as long as they're happy to sign away that money, is the other way. And of course, concessionary purchase, buying from a family member, relative, or your landlord. So lots to think about on deposits. If you need any further help or questions, or have any questions or queries, give me a shout, 0330 122 9920, or find us on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.